These videos are for future church planners in inner cities across America, inspiring them with first-hand knowledge and strategies that work. Well, let's get to it. 7 things that a church planner should preach about. Now, there's hundreds of topics and hundreds of subjects that you can preach about, but I want to suggest to you 7 preaching topics that you can preach about. Number 1, you should preach about witnessing to the community. Witnessing to your community. Well, the greatest witness that any church will have is a changed life. So if Jesus has changed your life and you're a better person, you're thinking better, you're acting better, you are praying better, you're studying better, you need to witness this to the community. And so what God has done for you and what He's changed in your life, that can change in somebody else's life also. Number 2, you need to preach about growing. Now, change is inevitable, but growing is intentional. Everything is going to change around you. The weather is going to change. People change their mind. You change your clothes. But if you're going to grow, growth has to be intentional. And as the church planner, you have to preach and teach on growth. Number 3, serving. Jesus said, the greatest among you shall be your servants. So we should teach our members in the inner cities how to serve at home, how to serve in the church, how to serve in the community, and how to be of service in the world. We have to teach how to serve because the servants are the ones that are real leaders, and service is the price you pay for the space that you occupy. Number 4, we need to preach about faith. You need to preach about faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. We got to preach about faith. Those members that is coming into the inner city churches, we got to preach about faith. You don't have to have a lot of faith. Jesus, in fact, only said that you have to have faith as a mustard seed, and you can say to this mountain, move from here to there. So we got to preach about faith. Number 5, we need to preach about family. Definitely got to preach about family because the church is made up of families. Strong church makes strong families, make strong churches. And so if you're going to have a strong church that's going to have a strong influence and impact in the community, we got to start preaching and teaching about strong families. And of course, we got to go back to the biblical model. Adam and Eve, 2-parent households, raising kids. We got to go back to the fundamentals of family. Number 6, we got to preach about spiritual warfare. Got to preach about spiritual warfare. Don't you know the devil don't want to see anybody saved? The devil do not want to see you winning souls for Jesus, baptizing people, making disciples, preaching about deliverance, preaching about people being set free. Spiritual warfare is happening. It's an everyday and ongoing thing. And we got to preach and equip our members about how to effectively fight spiritual warfare. Because you got to know, you're not fighting flesh and blood, but we are fighting principalities and powers in high places. And we do it by fighting in the Lord. We have to be prayed up in our spiritual warfare and our armor. And we definitely got to understand that it's war. And it's war out here in the inner city, and we're doing it for the cause of Jesus. Lastly, number 7, we need to preach about fasting and praying. If you're going to have strongholds move, if you're going to get results in your life, yes, prayer is good. But Jesus say the kind of strongholds that we have in the inner cities will not move unless it's by prayer and fasting. I'm talking about fasting that you don't eat, and that you are consecrating and concentrating your heart and your mind to get closer to the Lord. And so when you're fasting, you're disciplining your life. A disciple of Jesus has to be disciplined. And the best way to be a disciplined disciple is starting to learn how to fast. Well, those are all the 7 tips right now. Join us next time as we give more insightful tips of how to survive in the trap.